Hi, I'm good. How are you? Good. It was kind of crazy. I knew sort of as a teenager what sort of I was supposed to do with music. Doing the hip hop thing was really good, especially back in that time. And it was kind of hard because we weren't from New York. We were from Baltimore, which is a smaller city. So we had to work like twice as hard just to do the same things that some of the guys were doing in New York. So we had a lot going on in Baltimore. We opened up for LL Cool J and Heavy D and the Boys and EPMD. So we did quite a few things back early. When the hip hop thing sort of changed was when I sort of moved over and started working in house music and writing songs for Alternate Tay and Crystal Waters and that kind of stuff with Basement Boys. Always working on new projects. I work on new projects in my sleep, I think. Quite a few things I have. We've got a Tommy Davis album coming, a Gary Hudgens album coming, Tasha LaRae album coming. Quite a few things. Yes, it's so many things that it's ridiculous. So, a lot of productions, a lot of remixes, a lot of things on a record label, etc. So it's a bunch. Ooh, there's a lot of people I would love to collaborate with. Like I said, we've got a lot coming up. Things that I would love to do is I would love to work with like the likes of Adele. Who wouldn't want to work with Beyonce or Bruno Mars or somebody like that? Those are the people that I kind of had my eyes on. I'm looking, trying to see what I can get done here. The philosophy of Quantized Recordings is to make really good, solid, soulful dance music. So that's dance music of all types, So we do a lot of stuff. We do things that sort of lean towards tech, but still have soul. Some things that lean towards, really, really deep soulful, but you can still dance to. The most important thing that we try to do with Quantized is to make sure that everything is danceable in one way or another. So when Tommy Davis, who was one of the original Basement Boys, and myself came up with the complete idea, that was what we wanted to do. And we have so many people, Gary Hudgens, Sheila Ford. It's just so many people that we count on sort of on a daily basis to kind of keep Quantized going. So it's just really to try and express ourselves, but at the same time stay true to our roots, which is soulful dance music of all types, that stem from disco all the way back. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I really like them. What these machines is the only way you can really. What they do is allow you to be able to think about something and then be able to do it. Vinyl was kind of restricting, even though everybody really liked, let's go back to the vinyl kind of thing. What's going on with the Pioneer CDJs is that you can do things that you've never thought possible. And it's a lot of fun working them and DJing with them. And when I play often with Charisma, and Charisma is he's like a mad scientist. He's a genius at working with the Pioneer material, and it's just kind of like looking at him, and I'm like, oh man, okay, cool, let's go and do it. And we have a whole lot of fun, doing DJing together, and the Pioneer platform really makes it easy for us to do a lot of things that almost like producing live. Some things that you would do in the studio, you can actually do like live. So it's a lot of fun. Man, Well, anything Southport Weekend or anything they're involved with is really good. I also like playing with the Groove Odyssey guys out of London. So London's big. Also, one of my favorite places is Melbourne, Australia, for sure. It's all the way around the world, but you know, the vibe is good, the people are good, and you know, you can just, you know, play good stuff, and they're still into it. So, you know, I love playing there a lot, and Japan, of course. I think that the soulful side of dance music is definitely on a comeback. It's getting to a point where mindless music is the only way I can put it, where it just is not really satisfying the listeners anymore. So, you know, I think listeners are looking for a lot more depth within, you know, what they're dancing to. And I think that that's a great thing. You know, people like Frankie Knuckles and David Morales and, you know, Louis Vega, you know, it just never die. It just kind of keeps on going. So I think that it's coming back again. And, you know, parties like Glitterbox, you know, really help to maintain that. So, you know, Dimitri from Paris and Joey Negro and, you know, all of these guys sort of helped to pioneer and, you know, the sound and its return. It's really never gone anywhere, but it's returning on a big scale. So that's what I think. I have a lot of memories of Frankie Knuckles, but the one thing I can say that was consistent about Frankie was that he treated everybody really nicely. He treated everybody with respect. He was a true professional in that up until the day he died, he did house music, he did dance music, and he really didn't deviate too far from it. So his life was kind of poured into what dance music and house music is. So it's an honor just to even be considered to do something like this, because Frankie was such a nice guy and inspired me and so many other people. It's pretty much, you know, it's not too much that you can say about a legend that just did everything and did everything really well.